I just get nervous. Listen, I'm a little racist. I'm willing to admit it.
He's a little racist.
When it comes to black teenagers, me and James Domlin were outside a Star Bar one night, and these two like young black kids just came up and sat next to us and just started like hassling us for money. Mm-hmm. And then like we didn't give any, and they're like, "Look at these bitches," just walked away, and we were so scared. I'm cutting all of this out of the podcast.
I mean, that's just funny. But you're not going to cut it out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We've established.
Yeah. You've tried to cut out like a lot of stuff, and it just never works.
I know. I'm bad at it. I do got to get better at that.
What do you mean better at it? You just have to do it.
I got to do it, but I got to like the thing is you got to listen to your podcast again, which is like excruciating.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, if no one else listens to it, why would you?
Exactly. Like, I'm not a fan of my own show.
How many listeners do you have?
On like people who just listen, I think it's like 40, and then people who watch the videos, it's like anywhere from like 70 to 100.
It's real weird. Like every podcast I've tried to do myself.
Yeah.
Like usually I upload them through some website where you can see like where people listen.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 people in America and then like 60 people in the Philippines.
Yeah, I don't know.
These guys in the Philippines love podcasts.
They do. And I don't know, like, do they not have access to like good ones? That's my question.
Maybe they're just being paid by they're being paid like 60 cents by the company, like the platform.
Oh, that's true.
Listen to them.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I have no idea. There's always like 2 Icelandish people.
There's some guy in
just
the
like,
Philippines, like 60 iPhones around him, listening to your podcast, Morning Good.
Yeah, exactly. Every podcast has the same amount of listeners. I had a woman comment, hopefully she's watching, and she said that we slouch too much on the show. I think I told you this today. I was like, she's like, could you guys maybe like improve your posture? So she's gonna love this, Alan.
You guys are promoting bad posture.
Yeah.
I don't think she's never commented.
Dude, if she wants me to improve my posture, she's gonna have to get into bed and change it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
Come here, bitch. Come here. I said, come here. Get over here. Get on a flight.
Climb through the screen.
Climb through the screen. Climb. I'm doing voodoo by the computer. Climb through the screen.
Do you know the guy Sean King? Is that his name? Sean King. Who's the
the white black guy?
Yes. So he's like in some hot water right now because I guess he went out and was like telling everyone that like he got like multiple different hostages released from Hamas. Like he like privately went out and like got them released, and everyone's like, that's a fucking lie, you know. Like it's obviously not true. Like I don't know if I got away with lying about being black, that's the last lie I'm gonna ever tell, you know.
Who is this, a journalist?
What is he? What even is he?
He's really more of a blogger. He's somebody who
Real heroes.
Yes,
It's important.
Yeah, he came up with the rise of like Ibram X. Kendi, and you don't know who that is?
No.
Okay,
You
do you
guys
know?
you guys are way more like online than I think I am.
Yeah, I'm online, but it's all playing solitaire. So
Pay for internet just to play solitaire.
Yeah. On an offline app.
Yeah.
It's just the advertisements.
no,
Who is Ibram X. Candy?
he came through when social justice started sort of piquing the idea of it. He was one of the journalists who had benefited greatly.
Okay.
And he was somebody who talked about racism, talked about white privilege, and then people were like, dude, you're white. And he was like, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of scandals because people say his birth mother is definitely white. They say he lied about who his birth father is. He was recently caught drinking Earl Grey tea.
Oh, that's the
So-
dagger. The dagger.
It's all
Straw
done for
that
him.
broke the
Yeah.
camel's back.
He was like, I was dipping Cheetos in it. They're like, no, you weren't.
No, I was drinking flaming hot tea.
Earl Grey tea. Yeah. All right. In a way, Sean King is kind of gray, right?
Did all that come out like in like 2020?
I think it had been out like even sooner than that. Like,
the annoying thing about the white privilege thing is we could have went so many years without admitting it. And then it just took one white guy to be like, and everyone's like, yeah.
dude,
of course we all knew that.
Dude, I'm getting sick about hearing about white privilege. Like, it's what about black privilege? That's the thing too. Like, if I want to listen to music on the train, I need to use headphones.
It's true.
All right,
you do need to do that.
I need to use headphones. If I just blare it on my phone, a white woman will yell at me.
There was a guy playing music out loud today at Staten Island.
I hate those guys so much.
And it was funny because he was just playing it, and then he got into an elevator and turned it off when he was in the elevator alone. So it was like he was clearly just doing it for other people to hear it.
I don't understand that. I'll never understand. Like, ever just been like, you know how you go down McDougal and dudes will just drive around alone blaring music and they'll have lights in their car.
Yeah.
Like,
I
dude,
always thought that was pretty cool. I really did. Those guys that rent the 3-wheel cars
God.
To drive them 5 miles an hour through a
because
very...
they don't even look cool.
No.
They have stupid carnival lights on them and stuff. And these
they
guys,
look like the Hot Wheel that you let your cousin play with.
These guys are driving. They're like,
I don't understand why they don't everyone who sees them thinks the same thing. Like, wow, that guy really needs attention.
Yeah.
It's sad.
I watched a guy on the train. This guy was on the train once with a giant speaker, and he's playing just the worst song I've ever heard. Just
it's always
a horrible beat that
Yeah.
probably he made, and he's just trying to get people to be like, "Yo, that's great."
Yeah.
He's playing it, and his woman just shouts just to shout over the sound of the music, and she's like, please stop, and was like, oh shit, okay, and then just goes to the next song. He's not even he doesn't even realize that the music is the problem.
No.
Yeah.
Just,
like the problem is it's the wrong Daddy Yankee track.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put on Gasoline, babe.
sorry, everyone wants
stop
the
messing
hits,
around.
all right?
You know how,
Deep
how
cuts are
funny
fucking
it would
good.
be if white people did that, and you're just like, is Jimmy coming today? And you just hear oh, Black Betty family coming down the street.
Yeah. They used to do that, I think, with a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, the original white people playing loud music was just that horn in the car that was like, "Ow,
White people do that in parking lots.
yeah.
If you go to
that's
the
true.
Midwest, there's a guy with a dumb car. Do it just with the doors open, blasting horrible music in a parking lot.
Yeah, they don't do it while mobile.
Yeah. They're usually drinking a large amounts of Miller Genuine Draft with their friends, too.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Code Red. You ever seen the Mountain Dew that there's a mystery flavor that's just cum? It's the color of cum. It's cloudy white.
It's earthy.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
God.
well, what's the flavor? And I'm it's cum.
It's cum or it's coconut. It better be one of the two.
It's just you didn't put the red in it.
I don't like Mountain Dew. I don't like any
you
of it.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't like it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with root beer. I think once you masturbate in your life, you just lose the taste of root beer.
I love root beer.
I
You
don't
love
like
it?
root beer.
I can't drink soda anymore though. It just makes me feel sick.
Really?
Yeah, I like sugar and stuff, but
I
I drink
love sugar.
one soda and I just feel like I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
And
why.
coffee and
Maybe it's because
vaping.
all the milk I put in my soda.
That has nothing to do with it.
That's the mystery flavor.
It's a malt
milk.
every time. Do you like root beer floats, Alan?
No, I don't like root beer. I don't like Mountain Dew. I don't like
Like Dr. Pepper.
no. I don't like I don't like the grapefruit soda. What's that called? Fresco?
Fresco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like that
grapefruit?
shit. Yeah, it's grapefruit,
I thought
dude.
that was purple. Grape.
No, grapefruit.
Oh, okay.
It's like an
Well, who
Aziz
likes
Ansari bit
grapefruit in
happening.
general, unless you're trying to pass a bowel movement?
Yeah, or if they're
Do you like,
tripping.
do you like Mr. Bob?
Who's Mr. Bob?
Dr. Pibb?
Dr. Pibb?
Pibb?
Yeah,
That's
they're
Dr. Pepper.
Rite Aid brand. So
Yeah.
What about RC Cola?
I actually had an RC Cola like 6
Pretty
months
good.
ago. I was like, this is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Diet Right.
I associate RC Cola to being on a golf course, and the beer cart lady comes around, and you've had too many beers to the point where she suggests an RC Cola. Yeah. You're like, all right, yeah.
You mean, or like a loved one at a party? Why don't you have a Royal Crown Cola?
Someone who cares for your well-being.
Why don't you have a Royal Crown cola and take your shoes off before you get in the pool next time? All right? I think
Dave Attell had that awesome joke. Later tonight, when you get hammered, guys, remember, it's pants down, then shit.
yeah, I like ours. Dude, I played golf this weekend, and I was like unbelievably good for no reason.
Yeah.
I haven't played in 2 years.
Damn, dude.
I hit a drive 310 yards. Isn't that crazy?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I was just
Where did you
spanking.
play golf?
It was way up in upstate New York. The course is called the Thunderheart.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, do you know where that is? You know? Oh.
It's probably built. Sounds like it's built on a
could just
Native
talk about
American burial ground. That's
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's like an pretty easy course, but like I played with my dad, who like has a very limited functioning body right now, so he just like chip and putt and drank moonshine.
Oh, you drank moonshine?
Yeah, there was
Then you
moonshine.
blasted a 310-yard shot, and you're like, that's how you do it.
yeah. Time for you to maybe hit the gym, Dad.
Yeah.
Sober as a bird over here.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
I'm pretty cool.
No, he did that. Then his dad was like, "Oh yeah, you enjoying that non-alcoholic beer? Moonshine, baby. Moonshine.
My friend,
Who's the pussy now?"
my friend Carlo, I actually shouldn't say his name. My friend Juan, he's Croatian, and sometimes he'd go to Croatia, and his grandfather that lived there would like make his own moonshine,
Yeah.
and he would bring it back in like 2-liter Sprite bottles. And so we were like 15, and we'd go to his house and just drink Croatian moonshine out of these Sprite bottles. Fucking
Christ.
tasted like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably tastes like a war crime.
Yeah, it'd just be like so fucked up.
Yeah. This is what we used to clean the wounds out after
It tastes like
rough pillage through whatever. I don't even know what
Yeah,
Croatian
we
is.
use this to just clean the drinking water. Got to mix a little in.
Yeah. Yeah, moonshine. The first time I ever had it, my dad actually gave it to me. There's a guy who like makes it at this golf tournament, and his name is Bogey, and he's got 2 fingers on his right hand because he operated a sawmill his whole life, and 3 separate times he sawed off one of his fingers.
Damn, it wasn't one fell swoop.
No, it
3
was
times.
3 times.
You think he'd be careful?
Yeah, you would think,
After
but
the
that's what happens when you're
first one.
drinking moonshine
Yeah, I
while
guess so.
operating rotating blades. But he just brings this stuff, and it just gets everyone so fucked up. So like the scores are not very good in this tournament, but he's also like an interesting guy because he's on like a team, like he plays in a foursome, but he doesn't play golf. He spends like the whole time just going through the woods looking for golf balls and just collects them. It's just
Those are some of the coolest guys you'll ever
the
meet.
best
Dudes that just live like on pretty much on a golf course doing some weird menial job.
Yeah.
There's one time I was playing in this golf tournament for like, it was like a corporate thing. And I was like a kid, and I think it was like with my dad or something. And so this like 2 caddies we had, one was like a young dude and the other was like 75-year-old guy who's been a caddy since he was 11 years old.
Yeah.
And we're in New Jersey. And at one point, the older guy, we're like about to tee off, and he points at this clearing between the trees, and he goes, "You see that clearing right there, that emptiness?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I was standing right here, September 11th, 2001, and I watched plane hit the towers."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh shit." And he walked past me, and then the young guy came up to me, and he goes, "We're looking like directly south right now." Like
I
New
was
York
gonna
City is
say.
completely behind
Yeah,
us.
I was going
Yeah,
to say,
there's
could
an-
you see?
There's another tower. There's another one.
It's not like the Twin Towers were the only towers you could like see like through the tree line. Like there's so
You can
many
see
other.
all of New York City.
Dude, they literally built a taller one, didn't they?
The Freedom Tower.
That's
yeah.
taller. You'd be able to see that.
Yeah.
They should have built it the size of both of them, like one on top of the
Stacked on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the one
And
twin
put a big
eight-
Jewish star on it.
Yeah. I always said they should have put a sign that says, "In here lies the most sacred cow ever," or something a little better worded than that. You know,
Who do you think fucking flew the planes? Like Hindus?
I don't know. What are they like over there?
What are they like?
Yeah, what are they like?
In Al Qaeda?
Yeah, what are
They
they
like
into?
9/11.
Is that like
They
their
like
favorite
that they
thing?
flew planes into the World Trade Center.
Yeah, that's their hot take. They think it was good.
Yeah,
Do you
they
think-
really like that they got one over on us.
I could see them
I
all like
honestly don't know what else they like.
I could see them all like playing Call of Duty like all day, but just being so bad because they just run in like and just immediately get lit up. And like, yes, died for my country.
Yeah, Call of Duty should give you 72 virgins if you die and you're the other, because they let you play as the other
Well,
team.
every lobby is 72 virgins, Alan.
Oh, that's a good point.
Heyo.
Hey, this is news from bed. What were you gonna say? You
I
had
feel like
some.
I'm just present for bumping mics right now. I'm like when they brought Paul Rudd on stage.
He's like, I was the Ant-Man.
It's me, Ant-Man.
That was Ant-Man.
What were you gonna say? I feel like you had something. You went like this, and then I cut you off.
Oh, I always have so much to say.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, let's see what else is in the news, boys. It's so funny how.
Do you feel like you've gotten better at podcasting?
No, dude, I'm getting
I don't
worse.
think so.
Yeah, no, I'm worse.
Are you high right now?
No,
Oh, okay, you seem high.
You've been
Come
doing a lot
on,
of drugs
dude.
recently?
I
Just
smoked
fentanyl.
pot last
Just
night.
fentanyl and crack.
I work at a store that gets robbed a lot. That's kind of interesting.
The
Well-
store gets around a lot.
No,
Gets
robbed.
People
Oh,
rob
really?
me. Yeah.
Have you been robbed?
Not like at gunpoint, but guys will come in and like try to like sneakily take something.
Okay.
And then you'll be like, hey, I see what you're doing. And then it's like smash and grab. And they'll just grab as much shit as they can and run out the door and like call me like a pussy and stuff. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah, because they don't let you do anything, right? Don't you have to like?
No, someone that stole from the store got arrested and then they were released the next day.
Oh wow!
Like they walked in front of the store and they were like, no, it's like, oh, fucking.
That's-
sucks.
Here's an interesting story. Instagram had to apologize for adding the word terrorist to some Palestinian user bios. So apparently, people like Palestinian people were writing in their bio like "glory to God" and like in whatever language it is. And Instagram was having that translate to like "glory to God" and "terrorism to the United States" or something like that.
Jesus
They
Christ.
just like directly change that over. That's not interesting at all. What the fuck am I talking
Yeah,
about?
that's standard practice.
That's like not cool. Oh, Hamas terrorists. Let's not talk about the fucking stupid war.
No. Let's
Yeah, you're
let's.
the only one who keeps
I don't
bringing it
care.
up.
I don't even care about it. That's the worst part. I don't care. I
don't
would
care
fight
about
though.
it?
No, I would fight.
You know how many bankers have died, dude?
Yeah. Well, do you know how much money I have in a bank, Alan? $400.
Dude, is it like a money savings account? There, are you getting interest?
No. You don't get any interest on $400, right?
Yes, you do. You get $4.
12 cents.
You get $4 if it's in the right account
When? Like every month?
every year.
Nice.
Ooh. Moolah, baby.
Have you done Room 52?
No, but it looks interesting.
I just did it last night.
You have
It's
a good
really
time?
cool. It's going to fail, though,
yeah,
because
probably.
it's on the third floor of a building that has no entrance.
No, that's rough.
It's like,
I went to do a show once on the 10th floor of a building in Midtown that you enter through the service elevator, like in an alley on the
oh,
side.
God.
And I got up there, and it was like me and two comics sitting in this like giant space that was supposed to be like, this is going to be like a weed club where you have a subscription, then you get a key.
Okay.
And so I went up there and I was there for 2 hours and one guy showed up just to like smoke weed. And the host was like, you ready? Like, you want to like bullet? And I was like, no, I want to go home, but also you're going to pay me.
Dude, 2 hours is like a crazy, like we delayed by like 40 minutes.
And I was late too. Like I was like late for my spot and I showed up. He's like, yeah, we're just going to wait for like more people to roll in.
There should be a standard rule. Like, I think I've told you this. I'm always the first one to cancel the show. Like, there can be 6 people in the audience, and I'm like, this isn't it, you know?
Oh, me too. If I'm just not feeling it. If room is full and I'm like, I don't like it, these guys.
This is send them all home.
They seem judgmental.
Yeah. Dude, because that's how every show is at Star Bar. I bomb every single time at our show. It's like
What's Star Bar again?
it's like off the Jefferson stop on the L.
Oh, dude, they do open mics there.
Yeah, they do. The open mics are 100 times better than our show.
I always wonder about it because I see you on all these Brooklyn shows, and I'm like, I don't know if these Brooklyn is really
For me,
wanting to like listen to Patty.
No.
dude, the fucked up thing is like I'm too edgy for Brooklyn, and then I went to Texas and I was too much of a pussy for Austin.
Some of the Austin comics are, it's like the comedy I've seen there. I'm just like, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
You're just saying the worst possible thing.
Yeah.
And everyone here is so fucking drunk. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah, the punchline is like the word retard. They're
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
a retard. And everyone
Abortion
like dies.
rape.
I went to, when I was in Austin, I watched this guy go up on a show. He's like Canadian. And he was just telling all these like, these abortion jokes that are just, it's just not, there's no joke.
Yeah.
He's just talking about like a violent way to abort a baby.
Yeah.
And it's not working. The room is like, it's a bar show with like 200 people.
I love
Packed. I'm like, this is fucking incredible. And this dude's bombing, and then he goes, it doesn't laugh. No one gets to laugh. And he just goes, oh, you're not going to laugh at that? You guys are Americans. You fucking bombed. You did Hiroshima. Fuck you. And everyone's like, what is this, dude?
I didn't do Hiroshima.
You're Canadian.
Yeah, you're fucking Canadian.
You didn't
just
do
suck.
shit.
I love the idea of a violent abortion, like, because like an abortion's already kind of violent. Is he like was he like making it even more violent than it needed to be?
Like, the joke is like
was
he's doing an act out of like the most violent way you could abort a baby, and it's just like, it's not even like necessarily upsetting. It's just like,
It's also not an easy
yeah,
thing to
everyone
act
in
out.
this room is doing you a favor by listening to you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not, by the way, just politely being like, oh, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shout out. I'm not going to laugh either, though,
that's
because
the worst.
I'm really upset.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't even manage to offend anyone. Everyone's just like, oh, well, this has been, sort of a waste of my time, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
say anything.
Oh, well, he needs to express this
Yeah.
for whatever reason. So let him get it out.
What would be like a Canadian abortion?
I think it's a regular. I think abortion's very
It's
legal in
ham.
Canada.
But let's make it fun.
Let's make it fun.
Let's make it fun and Canadian. What are they like? Maple syrup?
Oh, I know. 2 pregnant women put on ice skates and fight with helmets on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Or you put a pregnant woman in goal and have Ovechkin just rip shots at her stomach until she just like shits out a dead.
You just
baby.
put her upside down and put maple syrup in her cunt till it drowns the fetus.
That was honestly my first thought. And I was like, of course I'm not going to say that.
Good Lord.
Abortions are terrible things when you think about it.
It depends.
Yes. I don't think about it. I never had an abortion joke or anything. I just
No.
don't think about them that much.
I used to have a couple of abortion jokes, but they weren't good enough.
Abortion is one of those topics. When I hear a stand-up bring it up, I'm like, I just kind of check out. I'm like,
Yeah.
Everyone's got one of these.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
just
really
have
care.
nothing else to talk
They're
about, I
like,
guess.
abortion is good. That's it.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to shut up.
I like when someone does a fucking. They pretty much do like the Louis bit, and they think that they're being really edgy, and they're just like, "Oh, like abortion. I mean, it is murder, but it's all right." And the whole room is like, "We fucking don't care anymore." Just
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was always surprised. Like, well, I guess this was probably before you could like tell if a kid was like kind of fucked up in utero. But like, I was kind of surprised Helen Keller didn't get the old early.
What do you think they were doing? Like X-rays and stuff back in 1902?
Oh, they just spread her.
19.
Yeah.
Whenever she was in
I was always
utero.
Yeah, dude, like spreading her legs and yelling hello.
Yeah,
I don't hear
Hello.
She doesn't
She's
hear.
not responding. I'm doing the hand thing. She can't even see the hand thing. Like, I don't know why they taught her any. Like, why did they make an effort to teach her anything?
Because she didn't say no.
I guess
She couldn't say no.
she couldn't.
She was probably thinking to herself, like, I don't need to go to school.
Yeah,
Well, she got the reason they started like trying to treat her was because her parents were like, she's so poorly behaved.
Oh yeah,
and then they had a
right.
doctor come over. The doctor was like, she can't see or hear.
Yeah,
So
that's how Mary
she's
Poppins.
screaming into a black hole.
yeah.
Maybe cut her some fucking slack.
Yeah. That would have been how Mary Poppins 2, Helen Keller edition.
How many times do you think while they're trying to figure out how to communicate with Helen, they just were screaming at her?
For probably years.
Yeah.
Because how do you
Before they
even...
discovered slapping her.
Yeah. Like the only way she could communicate is like by putting a hand on your face. Like she had to like feel the way your mouth moved to understand what you were talking about. So that must have, yeah.
Until they taught her how to read Braille, right?
They taught her how to read Braille, but like Braille is the biggest bullshit ever, dude.
What do you mean?
It's just it's a bunch of bumps.
Yeah.
You could easily miscommunicate a couple bumps.
Dude, well, written words are just lines. Lines
Yeah.
and circles.
Yeah, it's all the same nonsense.
I guess so.
It's all bullshit, dude. No one should ever have to read or write.
I was trying to, in the lockdown, I was trying to learn sign language.
Yeah.
Anything like that I get into, it's just because I'm like, I wrote a story in my head where I'm like, I'm gonna like marry a deaf person.
yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna like learn sign. I have so much time, man, so learn sign language. And I watched all these videos about like deaf people and stuff. And what I learned is they hate it when people that can hear know sign language.
Oh,
Because
really?
they love talking shit.
Oh, yeah?
They fucking hate it when you're like, oh, you. And they just they hate it so much.
Yeah.
They like
because that's their one thing.
they
you know?
like being like that's their community,
Yeah, yeah,
and they like doing this with someone else on the train,
yeah.
and then they're talking shit about everyone on the train, and everyone just is looking at them like,
So
wow.
did deafs marry deafs? Is that like how it goes?
I don't know.
Because imagine like two deafs have sex, which by the way would sound horrible.
Is that how you say that?
A couple of
Deafs.
They're porking it
Def
out.
Jam
They're
comedy.
going, "Ugh." Their neighbors are like, God damn it. Must be Tuesday night again. And then they have a kid
Yeah, he
who's
must have got
not deaf. And he's just like, what the fuck is going on? I got two parents who can't fucking talk. I'm going to my friend's house. That's gotta suck, right?
I'm running away.
Running away.
Dude, he can sneak out whenever he wants. At least.
Whenever he
Like
wants.
literally
Make as
whatever.
much noise as he wants.
Yeah. Watch porn on full volume.
Yeah. Make a turkey at 3 a.m, just throwing pots and pans around.
Yeah, maybe that is great. Probably not. What would you rather have, two deaf dads or two gay dads?
I mean, they're both gay if they're both dads.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. If your mom breaks up with your deaf father and marries another deaf guy.
Patty, do you know an impersonation of two gay deaf dudes having sex? It's gonna be a little different. So let's see if you can get the subtlety here.
It's unfair.
It amazes me the things that you guys worry about being on the podcast. Oh, you can't tell that story. Let's do a deaf sex impression. Make him gay, too.
Deaf gay sex. And then they don't put it in they can't put it in the ass. They're like,
Dude, gay deaf people
it's
will be able
too
to...
soft. It's too soft to put in there.
As long as you're doing impressions, do Def Jam comedy. DEAF.
You know when you're fucking a white bitch? And her butt is big, but you didn't think it would be? Is this thing on? The mic's not on. They're like, yeah, we don't need to amplify the voice.
They like don't bother bringing an audience. He's like, I can see. I can see the room is empty.
Oh, man. Are there any deaf comedians?
Yeah, dude. There's he calls himself the deaf comic.
Oh, Jordan Adams.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, he's
This guy's
not
in Rhode
deaf.
Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's okay.
Does he just
He's not
talk
bad.
or does he sign?
No, he had his ears fixed. He's got like big hearing aids in his
Wow.
ears.
So he's not even deaf anymore.
No, yeah, he's a really great guy.
Yeah, that's cool that they can cure that.
That's
Yeah.
fucking amazing, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like
Can you imagine going through that, or being blind and then being able to see a little bit?
Yeah, I'd immediately just jizz my pants and cry,
Yeah.
which is
Or you think you're straight until you get sight and you're like, oh, I'm definitely gay.
oh god.
Is that my excuse
Whoops.
by the way, could that be my excuse for when I start jizzing and crying in public? Like, oh, I just got my sight back.
Yeah, guy with a
You-
boner
yeah.
all the time.
You hand them a card with your disability on it, like the Joker. You're like,
Yeah. This
Sorry.
just says, "Do you want to fuck me?" I can't see.
Oh, turn it over. Sorry, it's on the other side.
yeah, this says, do you want to fuck me in red crayon? Fuck is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
F-U-K.
I'm not good at letters. He's also deaf.
I jumped able to see for the first time. I can write it in Braille.
Yeah, that would be. I don't think it's easy to get sight back. I think that one they're still like not perfect at.
I don't think they're even perfect to getting hearing back.
No, probably.
But how
not.
would you know?
Imagine they just play like it's just like music that they're playing in the head. Well, I guess that would
It's just
still be
elevator music. Here for the rest of your
just
life.
the Tetris theme song.
Yeah, you can either not hear or you can hear the Wii homepage theme for the rest of your life.
Yeah. What would you rather? Did you guys have a Wii?
I played Wii. Yeah,
Not me.
I had one. I tried to jailbreak it, like because there was a way to like
but
get
what is
all
it
the
even?
games.
Oh yeah,
It was called Wii Homebrew. And I looked it up online, and you could like download a thing onto an SD card and then load it up, and it just ruined my Wii forever.
yeah.
And it was like
it just sent a live feed of your living room to China.
and it was just like it immediately bricked it, and like it was my whole family was using it, and they were
I
just
was
like, "What the
immediately
fuck?"
bricked up.
Yeah, I bricked it up. Yeah, that was. Someone told a joke about Ryan Thomas where they said he looks like the original Wii character, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Who's Ryan Thomas?
He's the black comedian with the big beard who always talks about how white people are evil.
I love Ryan.
I love him too.
He's a real sweetheart.
He is. Yeah, I was talking to him the other night about how it's probably going to be like another year before I bed a woman again. What are
Yeah,
your
me
thoughts?
too. Probably. I'm on team that.
You're on team that?
Yeah.
Team celibacy? The problem is it's not really celibacy if you're whacking off twice a day, you know.
I'm not refraining from coming. That's
Yeah.
not what I
Yeah.
said.
Just because I haven't found the one, that doesn't mean I'm going to let jism like fucking gain up on my ball sack and make it look weird.
Jeez. Somehow you have a way to make everything sound more disgusting.
Jism.
Even jizz is like disgusting.
Jism's worth.
Have you ever tasted your own cum, Jake?
Oh man.
No.
So you
I
don't
mean, you
masturbate
can't
lying.
taste with eyes. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was, well, okay.
It's more salt.
needs more salt. You gotta drink less water, man.
I'm too hydrated. I had a
Yeah,
friend who
Mountain Dew.
tried his cum.
To win an argument with his wife?
Maybe.
It's fine.
So many
Bitch.
comics have told me their story about tasting their own cum that I'm like, this must be like most guys.
I think a
And
lot of
comics
people
just
have
don't
done
have a
it.
fucking filter.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
No, I've never done it.
I've never even thought of it.
I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. No, I've never done it, but I'd imagine it would taste like not good. You know, is this good podcasting?
I can't taste. It can't taste worse than pee. Actually, I'd rather drink pee.
I'd rather drink pee because I think like
You just throw that back like a shot.
yeah, and also you're kind of supposed to drink it.
Now, cum's going to stick around
Like,
in the crevices of your teeth.
You're not like supposed to drink, but like there's like a if you're like stranded, you know,
Yeah.
it's like built in.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
If you're stranded, or if you're just
Yeah.
like in a room by yourself, there's no one to judge you.
If you're waiting for the bus and it's a little late,
If you're bored and your phone is on low
cup your
battery.
hands and pee in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then drink it. Yeah, like the
you're
Dalai
drinking
Lama.
from the fountain of youth.
Yeah, there's those like I have one of these, but there's like a life straw. Have you ever seen those where you can just like pull pure water out of your own piss?
Do you
Oh,
have one of
really?
those?
Yeah. What we should do is just jizz in things.
Yeah, you should play that game of Ookie Cookie with the life straw. Whoever comes on it last has to drink everyone's cum.
If you drink piss and then piss that piss out, is it more piss than the original piss?
Yeah. Yeah, because your body retains some of the water.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like more yellow.
Okay, so yeah, I was thinking like more like
You only get like 1 or 2 goes at one bladder.
I wasn't talking the actual piss itself. I was talking more conceptually, but all right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've never one thing I'm very proud of you is you don't piss in jars and leave it in your room. Unlike someone who lives in this apartment.
No, who? Oh no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. The
The
amount of
bathroom's
times
pretty close.
the bathroom is very close.
We don't live in a big place. And we
No.
have 2 bathrooms.
No, I think there's just some people who they've like once or twice pissed in a thing in their room and they're like, "Oh, this is fine. Like I can just do this forever."
Yeah, once.
Like I've done it when I'm like if I'm like really high and I'm like scared to leave my room. Like I'll like scrounge around for like a bottle and just pee in it.
Do you
Why?
like smoking weed or is that
No,
the
I hate it
experience?
and I do it every day.
That's fucking crazy. That's
Isn't it
that's
nuts?
that's the way I would do it when I was like a teenager. Then I was
Yeah.
like, I'm never gonna do this again.
The problem is I don't do anything. So
You know,
I need like a thing.
mushrooms. You don't do mushrooms anymore.
I do mushrooms, but you can't do them too often.
No, you
They
can't.
have like a
no.
built-in system to make sure you're not abusing
That's what's like
them.
good about them, though.
Yeah, but I want to abuse. I need to abuse something. I don't have a wife. I don't have a child. I don't have
Candy?
alcohol. Candy is fine, but
Candy doesn't count.
candy doesn't hit the same. Like you can really go hard. Like if I'll have like a binge night, I'll get like a full thing of Oreos, and I'll like
Yeah.
take them down in like 3 hours and just be nauseous.
I mean, I'd like to judge you for that, but like, if they're peanut butter Oreos, I literally have to give them away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whenever I buy peanut butter Oreos, I make an announcement to the whole apartment. Hey, please eat these.
Please help me.
Please help me. Please. Please. I brought milk. Please, someone else.
Dude, if I see
You guys live in a cool situation. Here.
yeah, we're great.
Real
We're all
cool
okay.
flop house kind of situation. You should just move this whole operation to Chinatown.
Everyone's pissing in jars.
Live in
yeah.
like a one-room
Yeah, the other
apartment
dude-
with
the other
12
day
cots in it.
Yeah, there was a live squid trying to escape the bathroom the other day. We just make turpentine in our bathtub. It is kind of that thing. Yeah, but I don't know.
Dude, I can't.
I'm like that with like smart food popcorn. I would eat that in my bed. Like I'd get 2 big bags.
Oh,
of
you're like that with
Yeah.
healthy things? How is that so
healthy?
terrible?
It's just cheese popcorn.
It's all marketed. Just because it says smart doesn't mean
Dude, that's probably one of the healthier snacks, though.
maybe. It's hard to tell because it's like literally all branding. Like I thought Arizona iced tea was like better for you than Coca-Cola. It's like twice as much sugar.
No way. Really?
It's
not
twice
really.
the size. It's an enormous can
That's
of
literally
sugar.
what's his name? Devin Booker's penis. Have you ever seen those articles about his penis?
Who's
You know you
Devin
have a big
Booker?
penis when there's articles written about your penis.
Well, it's either big or it's not big at all.
Who's Devin Booker?
Devin Booker's Booker's. He's an NBA player, plays for the Suns. He's
Oh, how is that even news?
well,
An NBA player has a giant dick.
the thing is, I guess it's not all that like Shaq doesn't have a giant dick. Believe it or
Really?
not.
Is it proportional to his size?
No, it's actually small for his size.
Ooh.
It's still huge, though.
It's still
Yeah, I
it
mean-
still wouldn't fit in this bed.
Yeah.
We'd have to give it its own mic if it was in this bed. But
Honestly, if it was proportional to his size, women would be like, oh my God.
yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that would be like it's automatically rape at that point.
How do you know about his penis?
I saw like an article where like women were like,
I read
can't
about
even-
dicks a lot.
What's the website where you're reading articles about celebrity dick sizes?
I think it was like Yahoo
Not just like
News.
a list.
Yahoo.
It's like,
I'm sure it's Yahoo.
Biggest penises.
what's on the news today?
What basketball
Shaq.
player?
Shaq's the latest guest on the Penis Size podcast.
Did you guys hear about the bombings in Yemen? No, but Ben Wallace has got a 9-inch cock.
There was it was probably like BuzzFeed or something, because like all of these,
Yeah, I've been keeping up.
all of these like Playboy people were just like, yeah, we couldn't even have sex with him because he just unfurled a can of Pringles from his pants. And they're like, sorry, I'm gluten free, honey.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, but I guess he's dating what's her name, Kendall Jenner.
Oh.
So luckily she's got a thigh gap, and now we know where that comes from. If you ever wanted a thigh gap, ladies, have sex with a NBA player. Can one of you guys start a topic?
No, we're just listening to you.
It's way more entertaining to watch
Yeah.
you just fumble through this.
Ah.
This is the best podcast on earth.
Yeah, it's something.
Who else's penis do you know too much about?
Mine.
I
You guys
wish I
seen each
knew.
other's penises.
No, we're very secretive. I've always been very secretive about my penis. I don't want word getting out.
Well, because if word ever got out, you'd be on trial.
I happened,
You wouldn't be allowed in the park anymore.
following the Harvey Weinstein case, I happened to ask surgeons for an exact replica. I thought it would lead me to more success in the movie industry. Yeah, no, I don't really know too much. I don't even know why I knew that. You know, there's a lot of things we know that there's no reason why we know them.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably because you Google dicks all day, but other than that, yeah, why would you know?
Listen, I don't Google dicks all day, but Alan does go on my computer and Google dicks all day as a little gag. The amount of times I've walked back in on my work laptop is gayporn.com. I'm like, this
Zero creativity.
yeah. Not an incognito tab to be
Dude, he's
found.
taking a piss. I don't have time to guess.
What's it called when two men have sex.com?
How about BigHairyStuds.com? Is that one?
Big hairy stud. Oh, I miss the days when like you didn't know anything about porn, so you just like boobs.com. I used to just Google boobs.com.
Oh yeah. The first thing I ever Googled when I was trying to find porn was I went on YouTube and I looked up strip club footage. Like it was like Bigfoot footage or something. Like I wanted like a security.
It's probably
camera
like
feed.
harder to find strip club footage than Bigfoot footage.
I couldn't find it. And I was like, man, I guess there's no porn on the internet.
I guess everyone's been lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what I did find was like videos of like a guy getting a lap dance in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay.
Like going to the GTA strip club
Yeah.
and getting a virtual lap dance.
That
That's
was probably
hilarious.
a lot of people's introduction to porn was like Grand Theft Auto, you know?
Or guys like doing that and being like, this is who I'm going to be. When I'm an adult, I'm going to be the coolest Russian immigrant.
They said they were going to try and like make it so you couldn't kill hookers in the game anymore, but it's like hookers are just people. Like, so you're going to, if you have hookers,
Yeah.
you get to kill them.
Yeah. I mean, how realistic are they going to make this game?
Yeah. Hookers just beat the shit out of fucking CJ? No, dude.
Yeah. I never really got into that game. It's like too real.
I just like driving around. I don't like playing a game.
No.
I just like driving a car.
Yeah.
Do you follow like the traffic laws?
I just do that for like 9 hours and then like,
Yeah.
Yeah, from 9 to 5. You, go in
park
an
the-
office.
Yeah. You park the car. You spend 10 minutes looking for a meter,
Yeah.
checking the sign.
God
I
damn
walk
it.
along a boardwalk by the shore and I'm like, why? There's no button to sit on this bench for 9 hours and miss my wife.
I think I'm late for work and miss my wife. Yeah.
That would be a pretty fun game to try to live a normal life, like online, while everyone else is doing chaos.
Yeah.
You
Like,
want it
oh,
to be
your-
more realistic.
Your mission is to find quarters so you can park.
Where's the button for regret?
I remember when I was a kid, I like asked my mom for Grand Theft Auto, and of course she was like, "No." Like she didn't even need to Google it. Like just the name itself is a crime. So she's like, "No."
Mom, can I have?
Yeah.
Can I have this? The way a court describes this crime.
Mom, can I have second-degree rape?
But instead, at the same time, miraculously, there happened to be this video game that was released like to combat Grand Theft
Saints
Auto.
Row?
No, it was one where instead of like hurting people, you like saved people.
That is...
And like she like tried to buy that for me, and I just never touched it.
Was it like religious?
Yeah, it was like there was like angels and stuff, and like it was so bad. It was like the graphics were like that Lara Croft Tomb Raider shit.
Oh.
Grand nice auto.
Man, nice.
I brought a ham to a family on Christmas. Wow. This is great.
Wow, Tiny Tim will live another day.
Yeah. But somehow they couldn't stop you from killing hookers in that game.
You're supposed to change their ways.
Yeah.
You're supposed to talk to them.
Luckily, I hacked the Wii. It allowed me.
I jailbroke my angel game so I could get us to lap dance.
There is so many, like, because, like, you never got the games you wanted as a kid. Like, if you had good parents, I guess, like, they never would give you the things you wanted. So you would, like, turn the games you had into something you wanted.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't like my brother liked video games a lot. I never liked them.
No.
But any of the games I wanted to just drive around in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And my friend just gave me, he was like tired of it. And he just gave it to me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto was the shit, dude.
It's pretty cool. The new one looks like, I don't know if you've seen any, like,
Probably just looks like us right now,
if
right?
you've seen any strip club footage.
The guy has a podcast and it gets canceled.
Yeah, it looks it's so realistic. Like I don't even think my computer could run it. But
That's
I don't know.
insane.
There's not many games that like except what game is fun? There's a game called Phasmophobia, and you just basically hunt ghosts the whole time with your friends.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
guess
like
so.
it's like proximity chat, so you can only hear them if they're like close to you. So if like someone like walks away,
Oh, that's
like,
pretty cool,
they
actually.
can't hear you and you're like alone and it's like really fucking dark and you're like, oh shit. I play with my friend Elijah, friend of the pod, and he just hides in the van the whole time. He doesn't like go in the house. He's like, hey guys, I'm watching the footage here. Looks like everything's good. We're like, dude, get in the house.
When I was younger, I guess I had some fun playing video games, but I have an Xbox in my apartment now that I never play. And then sometimes I'll like I got the new like 2K, the newest one.
Those games suck.
I like 2K.
NBA 2K.
But I was like I put it in and I was like getting ready to play it. And I was just waiting for it to load and I was just like thinking about all this shit that I'm not doing in my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's why you need to like smoke weed, get so high that you're freaking out. You're like, I need to distract myself.
That's why you need to smoke weed and stay indoors and play video games
Yeah.
all day.
You know what you should get is Rocket League, dude.
I've watched someone play Rocket League.
It's pretty fun. It's free.
I played Rocket League with this guy when I went to college for 2 months, and there was this guy. I would
Beat my record.
hang out at my friend's apartment and like play, or we would just like smoke and drink and stuff, and just not very mild, getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And then his roommate would come. He like lived in an attic. He'd come downstairs and he'd roll a blunt with like Xanax and Adderall in it.
Great.
And then smoke it in front of us, and then freak the fuck out playing Rocket League. I was like, "This, I think I need to drop out."
Dude,
Did you say
that's
Xanax
great.
and Adderall?
Yeah, because he'd see that we were smoking weed, and he'd be like, "Oh,
That's not
sick."
enough for me.
Oh,
He's
sick.
That's
like,
not
"Oh,
enough."
you guys mind if I roll up?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then he'd do that, and we'd be like, "Oh, this is really dark upstate New York behavior."
Wait, where'd you go to college?
Oneonta.
Oh, dude, my sister went there.
Oh, nice. Is she alive?
Did she what?
She doing all right?
She's okay.
Oneonta's like a terrible fucking
It's
place.
a bad place. Every upstate New York college is like rough.
Every upstate New York town is rough.
Yeah, it's very opioid driven.
You got any Confederate flags where you're from?
No, we're like a blue county, like very Democratic county. But you don't have to go far north. Like maybe like an hour north.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time there growing up because I have like relatives that live in upstate New York.
Isn't it?
and I'd see fucking Confederate flags everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm
Isn't
like, you just go there.
The worst part is they don't even look that cool. Like,
No.
They look
like
kind of cool.
a Nazi flag looks fucking awesome. Like
the
it
X,
looks,
I don't know. It looks kind of cool.
The Nazi, the
Confederate, he does look kind of cool.
It's fine, but like it's such a statement for really nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
It is weird though. You just said it's a blue state, so they don't have any Nazis. There really isn't any racists out there who like want like free health care.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You figured there'd be a couple like, listen, I don't like black people, but you know, I don't mind you take some money out of my taxes as long as we all get health care.
Yeah.
Well, you see the guys up there that are hanging out in front of like the Stewarts or something.
Yeah.
And they
I
got
love
like a
Stewarts.
monster tattoo on their neck, no teeth,
Yeah.
big like blue eye, and they're like, "I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
I ain't dead yet. Fucking need health care for."
There's like no home. We used to have this.
I put the chaw right in my eyelid.
We used to have this like I love this thing about small towns is like there's not homeless, but there's people who need so much help all the time. And like we used to have this like really like I don't even know what he had. He had like a ton of mental illness and like he was a little, you know, like handicapped mentally, and he his name was Frankie, and he had giant calves because he would ride his bike to like the next town, go to Walmart, and like pick up a couple things and then come back.
Dude, that's like the Pembroke hooker.
Who now?
There's a town next to mine called Pembroke, and there was one hooker in the whole town, and she just had massive calves because she had to walk everywhere.
I love how you referred to her as like an old Stephen King character, like the Pembroke.
Dude, that's what her name was. She was the Pembroke hooker.
Yeah, I thought this was like an urban legend. Nope, just a lady. Just a lady without a car or a bike.
But this guy Frankie, he would come to our baseball games over the summer.
How old was Frankie?
He was anonymously aged. I have no idea.
There's a guy in every town who's like too old to go by a nickname, but even kids are like, "Hey, that's fucking Billy Bob." And he's just a retarded guy.
Yeah. That was him, but he was like scary. Like he was. There was a nice one and there was a bad one in our town, and the nice one's name was Snags, and he was the guy who would like mop the floors at the basketball game.
He'd go fishing with his hands or something. Why do you call him Snags?
He wasn't very tactile, but he. Then Frankie was like the evil
If he
one.
was, he had a bit of problem.
But Frankie would come to our baseball games and like he would like demand that we played the Beatles before. Like he was just obsessed with the Beatles. And there was one game where he was sitting out there and all the players, you know, we're all like 18, 19 years old. We're like, no, we don't want to listen to the fucking Beatles. Like we want to get like hyped up. So we put like a bunch of like rap and stuff and like all kinds of like fun music. And Frankie just sat in the bleachers like spazzing out. And then at one point he's just like, turn this fucking shit off. Turn it off or I'm going to lose my mind. And the coach is just like, Frankie, you got to settle down. Like, you got to get out of here. And he's like, and he freaks out and he just gets on his bike and rides away.
That's the worst when you have to look at like, whose responsibility is that guy?
Yeah.
Like, who's fucking up right now?
Well, this is what he ended up going back to his apartment and he killed his cat. He was like so upset he just like strangled his cat.
Oh, man.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
yeah, the police like showed up and
This
they
is
like
such a
went.
sad
Who
ending.
called the police?
Well, I think people like
The
heard
cat
he
hit
was
a
like
life alert
flipping
button?
out in there, and the cat was like,
Why didn't he just go home and put on the Beatles?
there's something, you know, they don't have the creative.
Hey, retard! Just put on Revolver. You don't have to choke your fucking pet to death.
But like people heard a disturbance, and I guess they like the police showed up and they went in his apartment, and like just the walls were like covered in shit. Like it was just like
his apartment.
It was so bad. Yeah, he ended up dying, but he was a good guy, Frankie.
Rip Frankie.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Frankie.
Play the Beatles. in his
And
memory.
Frankie Jr.
Yeah.
Or
and
else.
Frankie Jr.
No, his cat was probably named like Ringo. His cat was probably named Ringo.
That's a good cat
Yeah.
name.
That is a good cat name.
Sergeant Pepper. I know what you did, you piece of shit.
You weren't there for me when I needed you.
Fucking lying to me saying you like the Beatles.
Oh, dude, it was, yeah. Because then the problem is, like, when someone like that does something like that and you're 18 years old, like, they're just the butt of every joke from then on out, you know? We weren't like, oh, Frankie. We were like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's most people. It's like, this is like a kind of a brutal thing that happened. But what, you know, that's just life.
Yeah.
That's like gonna happen.
Yeah. So this hooker, did you ever spend a night with her?
No.
No.
Hell no, dude. I only saw her once.
How high was her, like, her vertical?
I don't know. We didn't make her do tricks. We should have, though. Hey, you want $20, bitch? Do these hurdles.
No, keep the heels on.
Yeah, my buddy Soldy used to tell me about her all the time. He used to always see her around.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be in, like, Plymouth and Kingston. She'd be in, like, a 4-town area just walking around.
Yeah.
Door-to-door sales, I'm guessing.
Was she like a solo entrepreneur, or was she pimped out?
I doubt there was just one, like, pimp like, God damn, where's my bitch?
What? She's in Haversford. How'd she get over there?
You mean I gotta drive 12 miles to see this bitch?
I cornered the market on calves.
Somebody put on the Beatles and get my bicycle.
Looking for some company tonight? Let me ask you something else. You like calves? You like a woman with a nice pair of sandbags down there?
She don't give good head, but she give great leg. She give that good leg. That high.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to pass on the Pembroke hooker. I can tell you're a serious businessman by the helmet you're wearing, but no thank you.
The pimp is like he's like a warlock type.
Yeah.
Have you ever spent to the eve with the Pembroke hooker?
Let me summon her. Just shoves a bunch of bones into her.
She opens a van door. I'm coming.
You hear like kangaroo bouncing. Boing, boing, boing.
Oh, God. The Pembroke hooker. Do you guys
dude.
want to do some jokes?
Here's some jokes.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. I don't have the music. Are you okay without the music?
No.
Yeah. I think it's your fans are going to be disappointed. We'll
Well,
be
I'll
all
put
right.
it in post.
The production of this has been so high thus far. I think it would really ruin.
I love how he just
the
slaps
vibe.
on a cap. It's like it's.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
Yeah, you need the candle.
I have to hold it?
Do you want to?
No. I'm willing to, though.
I'll hold it over there.
No, like you just hold it.
Yeah, I'll
And then
hold
at
it.
the end when I go, this has been news from bed.
You're laying down. You shouldn't hold it.
And then when I'm done, you
I'll drip
blow
it on you if that's what
Dude, I
you
thought he
like.
meant hold it in front of him. I was like, what am I doing?
This is news from bed.
Hi, this is news from bed. I'm in bed, and this is the news. Jake Timothy and Alan Fitzgerald edition. A South Korean man died after choking on a live octopus dish. While the events are tragic, choking on an octopus is the most honorable way a South Korean can kill themselves. In Pennsylvania, many Amish communities are implementing e-bikes as a form of transportation. Wait until they discover the E doesn't stand for Ezekiel. A Chinese beer manufacturer is in trouble after a viral video showed an employee peeing in their product. The man has since been fired by the beer company and then was immediately hired by Coca-Cola. I go pee-pee in your Coke.
That's classic. That's a real throwback.
Kurt Cobain's daughter has reportedly just married Tony Hawk's son. Ooh. This decision came shortly after the couple realized they were pregnant with a pair of Vans. A window washer in Boston fell to his death while cleaning a skyscraper. The city is now in the search for a new window washer, as well as a sidewalk washer. Lastly, London police stated that anti-Semitic hate crimes are up over 1,300%. but I'm pretty sure they just rounded up from 5.5 million. I mean, 12,000%. This has been News from Bad. Good night.
That's it.
And then you blow it out. Boy, that's going to be a great clip. You going, that's it, at the end of the
I
joke.
thought you had one more.
I even said lastly.
Oh, sorry. Here's some good ones.
That was not bad. Let me make sure I saved that. It looked like maybe I did. Okay, I did. Nice. Well, this is the part of the show where I don't know how to end it. So,
You want to wrap it up?
well, we're kind of at the end of the podcast, but sometimes it's fun to go into like a little thing. Oh, I like your socks.
Thanks, mate.
Where did you even find? Oh, you have a tattoo?
In the North Pole. I have 2 tattoos.
Do you hate both of them?
No, I like both. They're both really stupid.
Well, that was a little ship.
This one is a sailboat. It's a stick
I
and
like
poke
that.
tattoo.
Okay.
A lady gave me when I was dating this girl and she wanted to be a tattoo artist. That was
Okay.
her first tattoo ever.
Wow. Not
So I have
bad.
that. And I have a catfish up here. It's a cat's head on a fish body. It's a really dumb doodle, and it makes me laugh every time I look at it. Your tattoos should be stupid. They shouldn't
should be
mean
stupid.
anything.
If you're trying to be cool, they look worse. You don't have any tattoos, do you, Alan?
None.
I don't know how you don't have like a shamrock on your inner thigh.
Yeah, I was
That's-
gonna get a Duff beer can on my ass.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I didn't though.
Why? Your ass is too small?
You should get like an elf bar right under your eye.
Elf bar, baby.
Yeah.
Elf life.
I do want to get like a teardrop. I don't think the rules are, I don't think you have to murder someone.
I mean, legally, no. Like, you don't have to. You can make, but if you're in a bad neighborhood, you got to lie and be like, yeah, totally, dude.
Because I think people would laugh more at my jokes if they knew I had the capacity for murder.
Is it who has the most? Do you think?
Teardrops?
Teardrop. At a certain point, are they just like? I mean, this one they're each 2.
Yeah.
At a certain point, he's just really sad, and it's not even about death anymore. The murders are weighing on him. Yeah, who do you think has killed the most people ever?
Like directly?
Yeah,
Okay, so not Stalin.
not Stalin. Probably maybe Genghis Khan.
Well, Genghis Khan ordered a lot of people to be killed.
Yeah,
though,
that's
too.
true.
But generals back then, I think, fought more. Like they actually got in the nitty gritty of
I
it.
know.
Yeah, I think
dude.
Genghis Khan was like riding around with a gang of guys. I think he probably participated quite a bit.
Imagine if
Yeah.
they did that now, like Biden had to like go into war. They
Huh?
just immediately start shooting all of his
I think
infantry.
people would like him more, honestly.
Yeah, they would. I
People
would love him.
Yeah, because he'd be dead.
Yeah. He would take orders, though. He's great at taking orders.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
You think he's running this country on his own wit right now?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think what's her name's doing it either, though.
Kamala?
No.
No,
Yeah.
Kamala's playing Just Dance in the White House.
It's crazy that they can't put that guy in front of a camera for like 5 minutes without him just trailing off.
Yeah.
He can't just keep it together for any amount of time.
How
No.
often do you think he's just in the Oval Office, like, huh? Huh? Like, what? Huh?
Just looking around. Like
Just looking around.
looking for a corner.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
just, huh?
He's
Where does it end?
looking
Where-
for Barack Obama.
Where's my
Come on,
buddy?
I know we're playing hide and seek like we used to.
just checking the drawers.
Hello?
I'm looking for Mr.
Hey,
President.
Barry, are you in there?
I like when he was running the first time, and Democrats were trying to make it be like it's like Obama's president again, and everyone was like, "No,
It's not at all.
it's not at all." No one ever liked this guy.
Yeah, he also looks different. Like, you know that like theory that he's like
he
a
looks like a
different
dead guy.
Yeah, he used to
Those
have
theories
like,
are the silliest. Like people just get older, and they're like, "He doesn't look like he did. He doesn't look like he did 15 years ago."
But Trump looks like the same.
Yeah, well, he's doing all sorts of shit.
He is.
He's
Doing
got fake hair. He's getting spray tans.
How's he going to debate Trump this time?
I don't think they're gonna do it. I think there's gonna be some kind of thing where like he's gonna get sick or something, and they're gonna have to postpone it. They're just gonna keep pushing it. It's the same thing with like all these like indictments and stuff. Like they just keep throwing it down and down and down. The
People
line.
keep saying Trump actually might go to jail in this one. I don't believe him because nothing has ever stuck.
You know how like awesome it would be to be in jail and have Trump roll in there. Like, he's like the man. He would be the man in there.
Yeah, I also don't think they'd ever, unless the president shot someone very publicly, I don't think they'd ever put the president in jail.
No.
They would just put maybe like house arrest or something at the most.
Yeah.
Or
which
some
would
sort
be-
of minimum security bullshit.
Yeah, it would be worse. I think he would dislike
You
being
have to be on house arrest in the White House.
Yeah. And he would hate that, though. He like hates the White House.
Oh yeah, he likes golfing and shit.
Yeah. Oh, that would suck.
That's the only thing that really bothers me about when a president doesn't like the White House.
I know,
I'm like,
it's
dude, I
like-
fucking love the White House.
It's so fucking cool.
It's like there's a bowling alley in there.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of ghosts, probably.
Have you ever toured the White House?
No.
Apparently, it's not.
I've
that
run at the gate full speed before, just because I was there for my tour, and they didn't let me in.
Wait, really?
No, could you imagine? Like, you have a tour planned, and you're so excited, you run as fast as you can at the door, and they just shoot you.
Have you ever seen that Family Guy where Peter Griffin is like trying to convince this driver that he lives at the White House? He's like, "Oh yeah, I live right here," and he's like, "Oh really? You live right here? You live at the White House?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is where I live." And he's like, "All right, well, I'll just wait for you to go inside." And Peter's like, "Nah, you don't have to do that." And he's like, "No, I'll just wait. I just want to make sure you get inside safe." So it just shows Peter like he goes up the gate, he like slowly pulls it open, and he kind of like cautiously walks to the door. And then he knocks and like looks back at the driver, and then like the security guy like opens the door, and he's like, "Hey, sorry, I gotta do that." And he points to the guy, and the guy's like, "Welcome home, Mr. President." And then it shows him go in, and it shows like the window open, and both of them are peeking out looking at the driver. So good. Well, boys, what do you got to promote?
I have a special.
That's right. Straight for pay
Straight
on YouTube.
for pay on YouTube.
30,000 views? Not yet.
Yeah, no, it's at 30.
Oh,
31,
boy.
actually.
31,000 views. You guys could make it 31.004.
Yeah, people commenting on it in Filipino language. I don't get it.
Do you want a wife? Do you want a wife?
Okay. Okay.
Please come to the Philippines. Alan, please. You ever see those comments on like a hot girl's Instagram and a guy's like, just please come to Brazil. Please. When are you coming to Brazil?
Please come so I can annoy the hell out of you. I don't even know what I would do if one of those hot girls, like, even if they wanted to fuck me, I'd probably have to say no.
No, I fumble every step of that interaction.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
yeah.
no way. Like, even taking my pants off, I would somehow, like, have a vagina.
You'd somehow
Fuck!
pull them up too far.
I put the wrong genitals on. This blue chew is going to make my nipples hard. Jake?
Yeah. I'll promote Alan's special too, because I got nothing to promote. I also don't want to be a public person anymore.
Oh, no?
No.
How valiant.
Yeah, I want all my friends to kill it and be famous.
Wow, dude, that's very sweet.
You know, if we do, we're never talking to you again, right?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It would be cool.
I'm
just
gonna be in the Philippines running some fucking podcast scam.
just slowly leeching the news from bed money. That would be so funny. Full circle. Just like all my money just ends up going to you. I'd be like,
I don't think any of my friends that have podcasts realize it. I'm the one who's hosting all these. I'm the only one making money.
yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like actually hosting. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I suck at hosting.
No, I'm like hosting them on a server. Half my apartment is just a server room.
Yeah, it's just very hot machinery.
These 9, 11-year-old Filipino kids playing these podcasts on a loop.
Oh man,
I do not need them there. It's just part of the whole vibe.
It's just it's just in case someone walks in, you want to make it look real.
No, it's not what you think. It's a sweatshop.
They're making sneakers. It's fine. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time on
News from bed.